Hey everybody, it's Liz. Today I'm coming at you with a project. This is my third and final project for Sawcrafters Shop as a guest design team member for the month of April. And this is Sawcrafters Card, if you guys are not familiar with her. And of course most of you are. She's been on YouTube for years and creates such an amazing product. Her website is down here at the bottom, and sawcrafters.com right here. And basically her store is just, she carries such amazing projects that you can alter, or products that you can alter, made out of MDF wood, chipboard, and then she also makes stencils. Really great pieces, you guys. Very sturdy, easy to put together, and then you can create, amazing end results. So here is her website. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out her channel as well. She provides a lot of tutorials for her products, and shows you how to put them together and how to alter them, and then just make them, one of a kind. So without further ado, let me share with you what I created. So this project, I used, let's see, this is the Fancy Box number 1, and it is a really cute box, nice size. I'm actually going to use mine to store a mini album, which I believe this is what she's done as well. But this is the sample product unfinished, and then this is, how Saw altered hers. She left off the top, which you can do. You can just cover the top part with embellishments, and you don't have to have this area right here, or this piece right here. I did include that in mine. I just like the way that it looked. So really great piece, you guys. You can use this to store all kinds of things inside. Of course, your mini albums, all kinds of different ideas. So that is the one I used, and the paper collection is this one right here. This is by Couture Creations, and it is called Vintage Rose Garden. I've had this for a while and have not had a chance to use it, so I finally decided to use it on my fancy box. So it's really pretty. It's a lot of pinks, peaches and greens, and of course creams. It's a little bit vintage, so just right up my alley. So I used that paper collection. And I also used a couple of embellishments from my stash, which unfortunately I have put away. I am in the process of moving, so I will apologize in advance. There will be some boxes in the background. I'm, getting ready to move following next Friday. I also used this ribbon here. This is by Paper Source, and it's an olive branch ribbon. I love this stuff. I use it quite a bit. I still have a lot too, but I really liked the paper that I used, and it had these almost like an ivy branch, and so I thought I would kind of recreate it. So I really like using this. And so here's my project, and like I said, I did use flowers from my stash and a couple of other things, but I've already started putting stuff away, and I don't remember what box they were in, so I do apologize for that. But this is the unit right here. It is very cute, and it turned out really nice. I love the size of it. As you can see, it is a very good size, and you can easily store all kinds of crafty items in there, like ink pads. You can use it for washi storage, whatever you like. I covered every single square inch of this thing with paper, because I just love to use the different patterns and coordinating paper pad, so it worked really well. So everything is covered with paper. I do have one suggestion if you do decide to alter this piece, which I found out the hard way. This bottom piece right here, or this bottom portion where the doors connect, I would advise that you do not add paper down here towards the opening, or the holes where the doors go. I'll show you in just a second. Let me lift this up. As you can see, when you open the doors, it's a little tight, so it was ripping the paper. I had to rip off a piece of it, and I'm just going to take some sanding paper and sand it down. So I suggest maybe just adhering paper up until this point right here, and leave about a 1/4 inch, and maybe you could just paint it. This way the doors can close a lot easier without damaging the paper at the bottom. So that's one thing I learned the hard way, so I'm just throwing it out there for you guys. But like I said, everything is covered in the pattern paper, and I wanted to add vellum to the windows. Again, I'm going to use mine for a mini album that I'm going to create, and I'm going to store it inside, and I didn't want to be able to see it, you know what I mean? So I covered this window part here with vellum, and the vellum, is adhered to the middle here, and then I just covered the back with another piece of pattern paper. So the vellum is in there. And I'm even thinking of, like when I have a mini album, like I said, but I'm also thinking of using like a little light, putting like a little light in here. And I think that would be really cute too, because when you turn it on, you can see the faint glow coming, through the vellum. I think that one might be really pretty. So, really nice. This is where I love that paper that I was telling you about with the sort of like an ivy. Can't even think right now. Yeah, that, like, it's almost crawling up, right? And that's why I really thought this ribbon would be really pretty for the unit. So let me share with you. Like I said, the whole thing is covered with paper. I used this particular one and did not cover it up because I thought it was so pretty with all the florals and the leaves. And so I used that paper for the sides. So I've got that there, and then on this side as well. See how pretty it is? I just love all the details on the florals and the leaves and stuff. So I didn't want to have to cover that up, and I left it plain. And the same thing in the back. Really pretty. I wanted to keep this quite simple because I'm thinking this is going to be a gift for my mom for Mother's Day. And, she likes simple things, vintage, but, pretty, nice, and sort of vintage shabby florals, things like that. So I wanted to keep it for her. Up here, I might add something else. I'm not sure yet, but for now, I think, this is all I did. Like I said, it's very easy to put together. I did not even have to follow the directions, but the tutorial is available on Sockcrafter's channel. And I use glossy accents when I insert the pieces into the little slots just to hold them in place. So I used these cute little metal knobs. These are from Kaisercraft, and I used those for the door handles, and so that way I can easily open them and close them. Really cute. And I hear those with glossy accents. And then for the top, I wanted to keep it quite simple. I didn't want to do a whole lot, so I just added this chipboard word. I picked this up at Michael's, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's either chipboard or like a really thick, well, not chipboard or MDF. And it says memories, and the reason I chose that again is because I'm going to use a mini album in the inside. So basically what I did is I just dabbed it a little bit with some Versamark ink and then used some embossing powder in just random areas, and then I used my heat tool to dry emboss it. So it turned out really nice. I just like the sort of, shabby detail. And this particular embossing powder has some glitter in it, so it does shimmer. This lighting is really bad, so I do apologize. But I think it turned out really pretty. I just wanted something simple, And then I added some beautiful little porcelain flowers that I picked up in LA a while ago, and in peach and in cream, to create little flower clusters on both ends of the chipboard word. Like I said, very simple. I didn't want to do a whole lot because most of the details are going to be in the mini album itself. So this is just, like a box to store it. I've got this cute little butterfly die cut using one of the scraps from the pattern paper. For the body, I use these tiny, tiny little rhinestones, and I just have it popped up, right above the word. So really pretty. All my edges were distressed with a distress tool and some sanding lock, and I left them sort of, distressed, as you can see. I was going for that, that distressed look. So I didn't ink any of the edges. I wanted it to look like it's, used. It has some wear. It's a vintage piece after all. So, and of course this is where I use that pretty little vine ribbon, and it's so pretty. And I have it mimicking the way that the vines go up on the front part and then on the sides. See how there's, a little bit of green. So I just adhered a little bit of glue on here and then have it wrapping around the sides and then coming in towards the middle. And the same thing on the other side. So like I said, really simple. And I was thinking of adding a couple flowers over here, but I thought that'd be too much. The way that my mom's going to store this, I didn't want anything from the sides to, get in the way and get damaged. So I thought just, some detail up front would be enough. So it turned out really pretty. I did finish the bottom as well. Like I said, every square inch is covered with beautiful pattern papers, and I wanted to use different patterns and different colors from the collection. So really pretty. I think it turned out really nice. Great, great project. And honestly, you can just make anything with Sockcrafter's products. All it takes is some embellishments and some beautiful pattern papers, and then you have a work of art. And I think this is going to make a great gift for Mother's Day, you guys. And it's a great way to store, items from your craft stash, photo albums, whatever you want. So great, great size. Great project. And again, check out Sockcrafter's store when you have a chance. Like I said, she carries some amazing products. You will not be disappointed. And definitely check out her YouTube channel as well. She has great tutorials, a lot of flower tutorials lately too, and you know, great instructional videos on how to put her products together. So definitely make sure you check that out. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I'll be seeing you, you know, hopefully soon. I am moving, so it might be a minute, but I'll definitely be back on here to share with you some more projects and hauls. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll be seeing you real soon. Have a good one, everybody.